Good Thursday morning, everyone. Meteorologist Henry Blakes here with your WB First Alert Weather Extra. It's Thursday, and that means the latest U.S. drought monitor has been issued. And you'll notice we do have some changes, not necessarily for the Baton Rouge area, but we have some upgrades in far southeastern parts of Louisiana, especially Terrebonne Parish. But you'll notice mainly south of Baton Rouge is where some of the higher drought conditions are, especially the closer you get to the coast. So as we go into New Orleans, but especially you're going to notice Terrebonne Parish, unfortunately dealing with extreme drought conditions for the entire parish. The farther north you go, Thibodaux, Morgan City, you're dealing with severe drought conditions. New Orleans through LaPlace, Convent, you have moderate drought conditions with abnormally dry conditions extending from New Iberia and into Pier Park. But as we go a little farther north of the Baton Rouge area, we start to encounter some drought conditions in parts of West Feliciana and parts of Point Capee parishes. But you'll notice Avoyelles and parts of Rapides Parish, especially into Wilkinson County and Amite County, we've got drought conditions with, unfortunately, extreme drought conditions just to the north and west of Woodville, to northern and western parts of Wilkinson County and into parts of eastern Louisiana. And with the way things are looking right now, unfortunately, it doesn't look like that is going to improve, at least not in the immediate future. Here's some of the fire danger levels, and you'll notice, unfortunately, western and northern Louisiana for today, the fire risk is very high, but extreme conditions likely for the Shreveport area. That's because of the cold front pushing through. But let's take a look at southeast Louisiana. If you're south of the Baton Rouge area, it looks like you're at least fire danger free for today, as we've got a little bit of additional moisture in the area. But the Baton Rouge metro area, we've got a high risk of fire danger for the remainder of your Thursday. What about the current burn bans? Well, we've added a few parishes in Louisiana to that list. One of them, Iberia Parish. So burn bans for the WB viewing area, mainly for still Ascension Parish into portions of St. Helena and Tangipahoa Parish. And unfortunately, our viewers in southwest Mississippi, Wilkinson and Amite County, also looking at burn bans. Many of these will be in place at least for the next 30 days or so, depending on if we can get enough rain in the area. And for the time being, we're not getting a lot of rain, if any, but we've got a few showers on radar that I'll show you in just a second. But it is on the cloudier side across the Baton Rouge Metro, looking from Port Allen into downtown Baton Rouge. So for your Thursday, we've got a chance for some isolated showers in the forecast. We will have a slight increase in rain chances overnight into your Friday morning, but those rain chances not looking as promising or as great or plentiful as they once were. But the weekend overall is looking good, so you shouldn't need the umbrella for the weekend. Looking to be a relatively nice and calm weather weekend. But you'll notice across our Doppler radar, we are picking up on a few spotty showers across parts of EBR, West Baton Rouge, and even St. Helena parishes. Had a couple of showers to the south of Baton Rouge that extended from White Castle through Gonzales. You still see a little bit of that in the French settlement area, but up near Baton Rouge, that's where we're starting to see a few spotty showers break out, well ahead of that cold front, which is still yet to enter the state of Louisiana. But once it does, that'll give us a few spotty showers for some, but not everyone for today. So not necessarily suggesting you need the rain gear for today, but it looks like tonight we'll have a slightly higher chance of some rain showers coming into play, but I'm not expecting anything significant at the moment. So let's take a look at your futurecast model. And one thing's for certain, not everyone's going to get rain today, but isolated spotty hit or miss showers are going to be possible this afternoon and evening. But stopping at midnight, the cold front should be making its way out of Alexandria into southwest Mississippi. We could have a couple of spotty showers, but much of the intensity will remain well to the north of our viewing area, especially in the parts of far southeastern Mississippi. So stopping at 7 o'clock in the morning, spotty showers at best, maybe a couple of scattered showers, but the drier air behind the front is going to be moving in rather quickly. So we're going to start out cloudy for your Friday morning. Friday afternoon, we start to see the sunshine break out as the clouds gradually vanish. So it's it's going to be a relatively nice day. However, there's not that much colder air behind that front. So at the moment, it looks like we are going to unfortunately have to deal with another round of dry weather across the area. So I'm going to show you how much eventually, once we get to it, how much rain we're going to be expecting across the region. It's not a very high amount, folks. So definitely not expecting any thunderstorms, at least not for the moment. Any wet weather that we get is not expected to be heavy. That's another little bit of good news out there. And then in addition to that, we are going to see, unfortunately, not much improvement when it comes down to our drought conditions across the region. So keep in mind, we are still going to have those burn bans continuing throughout much of the coming weeks, and especially with very little, if any, accumulations. You'll notice southeast Louisiana, southwest Mississippi, likely a trace, if you're lucky to get even a couple of drops of rain out of this activity for today and tonight, but at best maybe 1/10 of an inch along and north of the I-10 and 12 corridor. As you go south of Baton Rouge into Gonzales, Houma, New Orleans, you may have a slight chance of picking up 1/10, maybe 1/4 of an inch of rain out of this system, but that's about as good as it's going to get. But after this, we're back to the drier weather pattern as we go into the weekend. At least weather's looking good for the weekend, especially for the events that we're having. But as far as moisture, not expecting much of that in our immediate forecast. I'd like to thank everyone for watching us. And be sure to tune in tonight, this afternoon, for Jeff Morrow. He'll have more information on your extended forecast and what you can expect into your weekend.
Southern Air of Baton Rouge says no, 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 no interest, no money down, no payments for 12 months on HVAC, plumbing, and electrical services. Scan the QR code on your screen to learn more.
I'm Lawyer Locke Meredith. If you're battling an insurance company because of a wreck not your fault and they're not calling you back or being fair, whether you hire us at all, give us a call, 272-5555, or email Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates. You have nothing to lose.